Holding it in brought a tear to my eye.
You good?
I started crying. I might keep that.
We just reconnected. You can't go out on me now.
I smoke a fatty when I'm heavily stressing. I don't know, you hear a song, I hear a therapy session. I be talking about my life and what I'm going through. And to be honest, I don't know.
Reporting live from the Rome show. Wow, it's been a while. It's been so long.
Yeah.
But I have a very special guest in the building. I know you as Monica Indigo Love, the artist, the creative director is what I call you all the time.
Yeah.
Well, Monica, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Things are great. All praises to the Most High.
All praise to the Most High. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's great to have you.
Me.
It's great to have you, for real, for real. So it's been like 15 years or more.
It's been a long time since Charlotte High School.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. I met you at Hidden Creek. It's crazy. I still got some people from Hidden Creek who follow me who see this and look at us and be like, wow.
That's cool.
For real. If you got some pictures from back then,
I do.
Please send them. I'm embarrassed, right? I'm gonna say this. I'm a little bit embarrassed about them pictures, but I'm still gonna just,
I sent a couple that I feel like is a little acceptable. Yeah.
It's one specifically that I'm avoiding.
Oh my God!
It's some that's real cringy for me too. So it's okay though. We recorded. That was history,
Yeah, for sure. But if you got them, I'm gonna put them in there.
Okay.
For the people to see, just cause we go way back, man, and just the fact that we reconnected is a beautiful thing to me. The way you reached out to me really was beautiful, and now I'm here and I'm seeing your art and I'm looking at what you're doing, and I'm just glad that I could be a part of something you're doing as well.
Yeah, I'm glad I could welcome you into that. I came to this place in my life where I just started walking more in my purpose and in my passion and follow my instincts. And I ended up becoming a gallery assistant and growing my businesses, and just being able to vibe and collaborate with creatives have been just so amazing. So I'm glad that you're a part of that.
Of course. I think that like you said, all praise to the Most High. Everything happens for a reason.
Amen.
The fact that we even here right now. 15 years is a long time, right? Where do we start?
So right now, the reason why you're here, we're in Spartanburg. It's Blue Spirit Art Studio and Gallery. I'm the gallery assistant here. And so I have been able to will myself to this point being a gallery assistant, a creative director, an artist, a mom, significant other, all these things. I've been able to be active in all these roles because I put my mental health first. And I took my mental health into my own hands.
It's important. Very important. And that's the reason why I'm wearing this sweater, if I'm being honest, because mental health is so important, but so many people don't talk about it. We go through quiet battles where we got to figure it out on our own. What are some of the things that you battle with? So in about 2013, I experienced an episode, right? That's what we characterize it as later. And so I was in college and I was exhibiting some erratic behavior and things that I wasn't fully aware of at the time because I didn't have a diagnosis prior. And so this is the first time I had any dealings with it. I ended up hospitalized. It was a very humbling situation. It was very public. So a lot of people knew the things that were happening. They were seeing it. They didn't necessarily know what it was. And it definitely humbled me just because that was a moment of vulnerability. And, people didn't know how to take me after, a lot of people looked at me differently, treated me differently and stuff. And I was a little... I like to have a good time and party and stuff. So I was known, people knew me. So it shook me up because I was like, wow, now I'm seeing how people really are. And some people are not even checking to see if I'm okay. They're just talking about me. So I was like, okay, it's fine. But it put some things in perspective for me. And maybe 3 years later, I ended up hospitalized again. And then that's when I got a diagnosis. They didn't know what was wrong the first time. They said I could have been laced, or it was sleep deprivation and food deprivation. I wasn't eating or sleeping, so they were like, that can cause a break in anybody. So I was able to get a diagnosis in 2016, and they told me I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder with manic episodes. So I'm pretty high functioning.
I usually don't experience any like actual mania or like a full-blown episode unless I'm under immense amounts of stress and I'm not eating or sleeping and things like that. Sleep is the biggest one.
That's real.
So.
So, the first time you went through it, did you have anything that you could do to help it, or did you not know yet because you weren't diagnosed?
I didn't know, but I knew something was going on because it was kind of like being a passenger. Like the actions and the words and stuff are like kind of out of control and scattered and rambling and, you know, here and there. But like, it's like you could see that it's happening, but it's like hard to control if you don't know anything about it or how to, you know, to really categorize it or, you know, what to do to put it in perspective for yourself. So it's like just having the experience and I'm like, okay, this is what's happening. And then coming out of it and then looking back on it and try to figure out what that was.
Wow. And then 3 years later, you experienced it again.
Yeah, so the first time, there were some conversations I had with some like family and stuff that about fear and like certain things that I just kept in mind through the whole thing. So I actually was like singing a lot through it and stuff. They was calling me jukebox in the hospital. It was funny to look back on, but the music helped me during that time. And then when I was experiencing other episodes down the line, like years later, I really leaned on faith. They have usually Bibles in the hospital and stuff like that. So when I felt scared, I just prayed. Because that's what I know. That's how I was raised.
That's real. I know I wasn't ever diagnosed with anything because I never went to a doctor for it, if I'm being honest with you. But I've experienced a similar mental breakdown, and the only thing that helped me was finding God. To be completely honest with you, I just opened up a Bible one day and started reading it. So hearing you say that is powerful, for real.
Yeah, and I'm not super religious, nor did was I raised in a super religious household. But I was able to grow my spirituality from the basis and foundation that I got from some of the religion and some of the teachings that were instilled in me.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm religious either, but like I do believe in God. And what I went through helped me grow closer to Him. I didn't have the best support system at the time though, so I want to ask you about your support system. How was your support system growing through this?
Well, it was very interesting because, I was in a relationship, or still am in that relationship. And so when I got my diagnosis, we were together. So we were navigating that together through other relationship challenges and a lot of things. And there are a lot of things I faced during the relationship that actually intensified those episodes and things like that. But it just took time. And then, my mom has always been a support system for me, hands down. So she really advocated for me through a lot of times where I wasn't able to clearly speak for myself and, make decisions for myself. She advocated for me because I was of legal age. There were times where I was hospitalized, but nobody from the outside could get any information because I had to give permission for that. Yeah. But then if you're not in your right mind, then what? And then if you're somewhere like a hospital or something, sometimes people take advantage of you. So she was very adamant and advocating for me and being there for me and being my support system. And, some of my other family members that are around, my brother, there was times my dad came and things like that. And, even though we were going through the challenges we were going through in my relationship, he's been a support system for me there during those times too. So it really helps to have people in your corner. And if there are people who might want to be supportive, but because they are navigating for the first time too, some of the behaviors can be a little bit erratic, and it's frustrating for everybody involved. It's disheartening. People are sad. They're worried. Nobody knows what to do. So it can be a very, very tumultuous time. But if people can band together and really go through the proper channels, then, the love will heal everything, as always.
That's real. See, in my case, I felt like people were dismissive, where it was like, Jerome, you're crazy. You're just going crazy. And it's like, no, I'm not. I don't know. Just think about it gonna make me cry for real. But I grew through that as well. And hearing your story, hearing other people's stories, it helps me. It brings me back to that time, and it helps me remember, there are different ways to get through this, So I love talking about mental health. I love when people are open to talk about their mental health, to be honest. Were there like any medications or anything that you took?
So that was also a journey. When you go through the process, you learn what treatment plan is best for you if you're active in, healing and staying on top of your mental health. It really is about what works for you. And some people just feel like whatever you're given, you have to take, or whatever therapist they hook you up with, you got to go to. And it's a process for you figuring it out. I had to figure out what the right medications were for me. Some things did not work. Some things, mess with my body processes. There was something I took that made me like flat like a person. Like I literally would go to work and come home, stare off and go to sleep. And I would do that like consistently. Sheesh. It literally it took the emotions out. Like I was like, okay. So I had to figure out what worked for me. So now I take Latuda and I have an anxiety medication. It's called hydroxyzine. I think it's, I heard it's like a antihistamine, but some of those things, they help with sleep and, anxiety. Therapy too.
Okay.
Therapy is the biggest thing. There are times when I've been off my medication because I also was pregnant. And so I just didn't want anything to affect the baby, even though certain things they said were safe. And so I was already getting therapy, and I continue my talk therapy. That is very key. Therapy is, it's a subject that I feel like has been coming up more, and it's not only for one kind of people. I think therapy is good for everyone. For sure. Everyone.
In the Black community, I hate to say, especially Black men that I talk to, not too many of us go to therapy.
Go to a Black man. Go to a Black man therapist.
I've never been to therapy though. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I have. I would love to, but I've never been to therapy. I don't know if you know, but I call these therapy sessions where I sit down and talk to people and we just talk it out. I call these therapy sessions, but I've never been to an actual therapist.
Well, if this works for you, then it's about what works for you.
That's real. And that was going to be my next question.
Yeah, so also, it just regulating your nervous system, making sure you're doing things that are common. I drink tea. I aromatherapy, all kinds of incense and candles, things that bring you calm and comfort and create the kind of ambiance and surrounding that you want to be in, and things like that. And, my art. Yes. I lean really heavy into my art and my business. I do arts of all kinds of multi-hyphenate creative. So
that's real.
That has been a really big thing, honestly. Just a lot of the creative projects that I've been a part of, and helping other people too, and talking to them about things like this. That's why when I saw an episode of your show, I was like, well, that's great. That's what I want to talk about on the show. If I get a chance to go on, I want to talk about mental health, my mental health journey, and hopefully it touches somebody and make them take it so that they take their mental health into their own hands.
Yes, I agree with you. And I'm glad that you even saw that and reached out because of that. Because, like you said, helping people, this is what I do it for. For real. This is not for me. I'm learning from every experience, from every story that I hear, but it's not just for me. I want to help somebody out there who don't have a support system, who don't have outlets, who don't know what works for them, because we all go through something. We all going through something, for real. And I didn't know how to get through it until I went through it. I'm still learning.
A lot of the times that's how you learn on the fly. You have the experience, and then if you have the wherewithal to analyze what's happening, look at yourself, reflect, and see, be like, okay, what do I need to do to help myself in this circumstance? How can I bring the resolution? In high school, I was super good. I was about going to school, getting my books. I wasn't even doing a lot of extracurricular things. I used to kick it in the hood with y'all sometimes, but I was real focused on my schoolwork.
I remember, and boy, I wasn't. But that was then and this is now, right? I'm glad that we're here. I'm glad that we've came this far and we were able to come back and connect.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, I see you as the creative director, the archaeologist.
Yeah, the archaeologist. Indigo Love as the archaeologist. This is my creative direction consulting business, and that has been amazing. That has actually taken, the place that I came to with my mental health and taking that into my own hands. That changed my entire life. It changed my my environment. It changed my relationships with people. It changed my success. It changed all of those things. Like, you know, free your mind and the rest will follow, you know, mind over matter, all of those things, right? And so after that, and I started creative directing by someone just asking me to do an album cover for them. And then my role grew and grew and grew to multiple clients and, you know, multiple projects and big things that we have that are, you guys will be seeing real soon this year. I couldn't have imagined I would be doing some of the things that I'm doing right now. And I'm just so thankful to the Most High that I'm able to walk in my passion, my purpose, and my power, and, you know, share that with the right people. Yeah.
See, that's beautiful. And if they wanted to find you and you know, walk this journey with you, where would they be able to find you?
Okay, so you can follow me on Instagram, The Real Indigo Love. That is my art page. You can find Symbolo, the bracelet line. Oh, it's on this arm. The bracelet line that I started is actually a jewelry line. I'm expanded from bracelets, but they are genuine semi-precious stones. They're all one of a kind, each one. Symbolo is symbol in Spanish. I'm Afro-Latina, so that's kind of how I came up with the name. I've been getting back to my roots and stuff like that. So through that journey, I came up with that name. But all of those are on my art page. And then The Archaeologist, that is ARCHA3OLOGIST. And, you know, I'm not going to give up my personal page. You'll see it's connected to all the stuff. So I'm going to
post it. I'm going to put it in, you know, writing so where they can follow it, and hopefully put the link in the description. Somehow, some way, I'm going to find it, but I wanted you to plug that and make sure that they know where to find you as well. I even bought one of the bracelets. I'm telling you, it's fire. It matched my outfit, so I had to get it. I'm going to be honest. But
thank you for becoming a collector.
Thank you for coming on to the Rome show.
Of course.
For real. That means a lot.
It means a lot to me for you having me. I mean, I've never even really done that I can remember, because sometimes I'll be forgetting some of the stuff that I'll be doing. But I never really done like an interview in this way that I could recall. And so I was just happy that you said, yeah, I would love for you to come on and share that. And I haven't got a chance to share those things in this way. And I feel like it would really help people and let them know that they're not alone. You know, a big challenge, I want to say, that I dealt with was not wanting to take my medicine at times, because I never had to take medicine before. I want to feel normal. I want to be normal, right? What is normal, first of all?
Facts.
And then two, to feel quote unquote normal, if you need to take the medicine and it helps you, figure out the kind of medicine that works for you and take your medicine so that you could be well, because those things don't only affect you, they affect other people too. So if you love and care about yourself and you love and care about the people around you, then make sure you're doing what you have to do to care for your mental health.
That's real. And that's a beautiful way to end it. Monica Indigo Love.
Good to see you.
It's always good to see you.
So good to see you.
Give me love. Oh, man. I appreciate you. And I'm glad that we're here. And I would love to continue to grow from here.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. We're going to continue to tap in and we're going to build. We're going to build.
Let's get it. Shout out to everybody watching. Y'all know it's always love. I love y'all dearly from the bottom of my heart. Until next time, peace.
I smoke a fatty when I'm heavily stressing. I don't know, you hear a song, I hear a therapy session. I be talking about my life and what I'm going through. And to be honest, I don't know who I'm promoting to. See, I just know that all my music bring me close to you.